Okay, back here again after a couple of months. Not doing videos on YouTube. I just thought I'd throw this video up. I sold my TIG welder. It was an AC/DC. It was a SIP welder as well. I sold it there about 5-6 months ago. I wasn't happy with just the way it worked. The old welder, it was bigger than this. It was like, I'd say about that size. I went back further. I forget the name. It was kind of like the older brand of these. I see Jasic still have them. This looks like the same kind of welder, but I was trying to use the pedal on the other one. The other one had a big steel pedal, and you had to stand on it to get it to work. And you couldn't hold the amps properly because your foot would get sore really quick. And when you put the pedal in, it you had no setting on the welder of how high. The fan just comes on and then shuts off, and it's off most of the time, and it only comes on for a couple of seconds just to cool everything down, and goes off again like that when you're welding. But the other welder, once you plug the plug in, the machine automatically went to full power, which was 200 amps, and there was no way of changing it, so you just had to 50% on the pedal was 100 amps. And like, I'm doing body panels there, and I'm welding. The max I have this set at is 45 amps. And that's the pedal pushed fully, and I'm not pushing it fully. I'm just getting up there just to get it like a hot start, to get it melting in, and then I kind of ease off a bit. So I'm probably running around 40 amps, maybe 30 and up and down. It's a very good welder. I just thought I'd do this video. I'm often impressed with it. It was the Weldmate HG 2500P AC/DC. In Ireland it's just over €1,000, and then the plug is fairly cheap. The plug is €80. You'll find these anywhere. They're fairly popular. Running through the last one I had was all knobs everywhere. This makes it a lot easier to program, especially when you have the book, because I wouldn't weld aluminium all the time, and when I come back out to welding it, the settings are so different on it that this kind of just makes it a lot easier to do the settings. Like, the first one is just purge how much gas comes out pre-flow before it starts welding, just to clean the area. See, what am I on here? Then the stick welding, arc welding, there's a hot start, so you can if you're welding at 100 amps, the machine can start up at 140 just for a second or two, just to get a real good burn, a good penetration straight away, and then it'll back off to 100 or whatever you set it at, and it'll weld at that, just to get, so you don't have a cold weld at the beginning. There's a couple of functions I like now. This has pulse, the other one had pulse as well, but the way it's set up, it goes from dot to dot to dot. It makes it easier to set it up right, and on the side here it tells you voltage and percentage. The other ones didn't tell you that with the knobs. Just makes setting it up a lot easier for someone like me who wouldn't weld all the time with it. There's a different torch with these as well. The other one had a built-in trigger, but your finger used to get sore using it. This is a lovely button. I'm not using the button at all now, so I have another torch, and what I'll do is I'm going to pull this off here. All this is cable tied here, and just runs through that sleeve. And I'll pull it off because the pedal is just, it's so easy to press. There's no weight on it at all. You can run there for a couple of minutes, no problem. This was my first weld with it. It's just so easy to run with. That was there with no filler wire. No shine on it. I put new lights in this shed, so that I'd done in the other shed. That's filler at 50 amps. Then I went down to, I think, 40, and it was cold. I went to 45, and I think I went back up to 50 again here. That's thick enough. I'd say that's 1 mil. That's more than 1 mil. Probably 1.5. But still, just it burns through. I was doing these panels here. This is a Volkswagen Crafter that it's been converted to a camper van. It was bought cheap, so the doors are all rusted on it. Well, this door was totally gone, sliding door. 2 back doors are gone. And just in here, it's getting a full respray. So what I've done is I bought panels for the back door that has to be replaced, the inside and the outside. these sliding doors. They only come the European inside panel I can get for the right hand sliding door. I couldn't get an inside for the passenger side and for left hand or right hand drives, so I had to cut it, and I don't have to make up this corner. What I was doing here, I welded it this side. I had a real tight fit there because this is my first weld with it here yesterday, and I kind of had the fitment too tight a bit, and I didn't use any filler, and I just ran along it with no filler. And I don't know how that's come up in that camera, but it's got full penetration all the way through with no filler. There's some spots here where it's come through, you can see I've used filler on it. But very good welder. So next thing now is I'll be stitching that in there. And anyone watching this, I might put Volkswagen Crafter problem in the details of this video when I put it up. That Crafter was brought in, the mileage is gone on it, and it's got the error code LA17 where the clock should be on the dash. It's coming up as it's been tampered with. The ECU's been tampered with, or the job reader, the plug light indicator's coming on. So it's when I run the diagnostics on it, but there's no engine lights on and there's no codes being thrown up on the dash. It's only when I plug in I'm getting a few. So if anyone has any quick fixes for that, like pulling the fuses and that don't work, to reset it. And I'm just wondering, do I have to go get the ECU reprogrammed, or is it something I can do? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there now. That was just a quick video on that welder. I would still need a MIG welder. Even if you're doing body panels, you still need a MIG. Well, I would anyway, because just for tacking bits in. When I'm welding here on the ground, I don't need a MIG, but I'd say when I'm on the side of a van, I'll know anyway, because I'm going to be doing a good few bits on that. Like all that's I'm going to cut it out, I think. I'd say you still need a MIG welder, but if anyone is buying a TIG, that's well worth looking into for the price, for being able to do aluminium. And just the function with the pedal, being able to set it on here, what 100% on the pedal is just makes such a difference compared to my old welder. I'm going to leave that there. Like, subscribe, there'll be more videos coming on everything now. I'm just trying to get work cleared up around the yard here, just kind of bits I have to do. Alright, thanks for watching.